More news, rumors and opinions Wednesday p.m. January 15, 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. TNT. Tishwash. Advisor to the Prime Minister. Iraq is witnessing an expected investment boom in 2025. Amina al-Salami. Advisor to the Prime Minister for Financial Affairs, Mazhar Mohammad Saleh, confirmed today, Wednesday, that the Iraqi economic path is moving in the right development direction for the coming years. While indicating that economic growth in 2024 constitutes an incentive to expand economic activities in Iraq. Saleh said, in a statement to the Iraqi news agency, INA, there is a principle in the economy called the economic accelerator. Which means that the growth in the non-oil GDP, which reached 6% in 2024, will be positively reflected in the strength of national investment in 2025. He added, the Iraqi economy will witness a high investment boom in 2025 thanks to the economic accelerator factor in the investment field, in addition to the high positive growth effects of national income in 2024. He pointed out that businesses and investors are affected by the results of the basic idea behind the economic accelerator, which indicates that any increase in demand for goods and services as a result of national income growth in 2024 could lead to increased investment in capital such as machinery, equipment and labor in 2025. He continued, businesses and activities need to expand their production capacity to meet the growing demand for goods and services, which will lead to a positive accumulation in the national economy's production capacity in 2025, and this is what can be expected, especially if it is accompanied by a good agricultural season and a wet year in the coming months. He added, Iraq's economic path is moving in the right development direction for the coming years in a remarkable and positive way, thanks to the cooperation of the private and public sectors together. Tishwash. Al-Hashemi criticizes al-Sudani's visit. Our money saves Britain's collapsing economy. Economist Ziad al-Hashemi presented a pessimistic view of the Iraqi Prime Minister's visit to Britain, considering that it came at a time when the British economy is suffering from stifling crises that may force his government to resort to borrowing from the International Monetary Fund. Al-Hashemi stated in a post on the X platform that the British economy is going through its worst phase in decades. With a financial deficit of nearly $100 billion, weak economic growth, high inflation rates, capital flight, and weak investment. He pointed out that the contract signed by Iraq with the British side during this visit will inject huge Iraqi funds into the British economy, which is a boost to a weak economy suffering from deterioration. Al-Hashemi asked, did the Iraqi Prime Minister have a complete understanding of the weakness of the British economy? Was this situation exploited to achieve additional security and geopolitical gains for Iraq before signing the contracts? Or did the historic opportunity pass without being exploited? He concluded by saying, negotiation is an art that requires people who have a complete vision and understanding of the circumstances of the other party, in order to exploit them in a way that achieves the greatest possible interests for Iraq. Militiamen, one of the last things they do before they go international is to have their banks restructured or really close to being completed. That's their focus. That's part of the process and we're seeing that. It surely looks really powerful. Frank 26. Article. House of Representatives completes the second reading of the draft amendment to the budget law. Is that the second reading to the budget? It's actually the second reading to a draft of the amendment of the budget. They didn't read the whole budget. They only read the part they amended, for the second time. That law emo is all that's needed. You don't have to read it, 15 days later it become law. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.